having been in the ring with Manny, you know what he's capable of. You put out a poll on Twitter. He named a few fighters as to who the fans would like to see him fight next. He mentioned Amir, Kell Brook, the Australian Jeff Horn that's been rumored to be in the lead. Who would you like to see him in there? Who do you think will give him the better challenge to social Terrence Crawford?
It's hard to say. I see like a guy like Kell Brook is. I feel like Kell Brook is big. Is a big body, to fight for Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao's been fighting how many years now? He's been in so many weight classes. He's a smaller guy coming up. Khan and him have passed. Obviously, they haven't passed, and I don't know what kind of fight those styles would actually make up. And I don't really know much about the kid Jeff Horn, so I'm not really sure about how that fight's going to go. But anytime Manny fights, it's worth turning in.
As for his speed, how overwhelming is it? How would you describe his hand speed in there? Because it seems like that gave you somewhat of a problem when you faced him.
More so, the speed issue was his angles. Not even so much.
Angles?
Yeah, because I fought Amir Khan, who's arguably just as fast, and I didn't have nearly as much trouble with him because he's much more of a linear fighter. But Pacquiao's so good at cutting angles and generating power from positions where you don't really think he can. That I think that's really the biggest thing.
Who cares the biggest pop, Khan or Pacquiao? If they were to meet,
I would say Pacquiao.
And Chris is going to go.
And then we're going to talk.
Oh, yeah, no, you're not getting to burn. He sent you a picture to him, but it's next to be possible.
So, how would Amir Khan go about being able to fight Manny Pacquiao?
Honestly, he's got to fight his style. He's a long-rangey, fast fighter. He's a good boxer. I think on the inside, when he ties people up, I think he's good at that. And I think you'd have to do that with Pacquiao. I think Pacquiao, just stature alone, he's got to work on the inside, of course, and kind of out-jab the longer man. But Amir would just have to really, really box smart from the outside, use his speed, tie him up when he can, spin him, keep moving him. It's anybody can beat anybody at any time, especially at these top levels.
A lot of people want to see the Crawford fight. They feel that's the one that his team is somewhat avoiding.
For Pacquiao.
Yeah. What would you take to Crawford being in there?
That would be all about timing for me. In terms of as a fan watching that fight, it's you got a young lion like Crawford coming up. You got Pacquiao who's kind of on the twilight of his career. It depends how far Pacquiao has slid down and at what point of the rise Crawford's at. But I don't really think that fight really defines either man, honestly.